Okay, these are some of my hot SEO blogging takes. I also have it listed out on this post, so I will link it below for you to take a look. First of all, this episode was brought to you by my free training. I dive into how to develop a website in 1 weekend. So if you just need it up and running, check that out. All right, so first of all is to change the URL slug. I'm going to show you how to do this on Squarespace and Show It. So if you're using Show It, you know that you use WordPress blog. So this is also how you do it for WordPress. So you go into the post, and ideally you want the URL slug of your blog post to be between 3 to 5 words. If it is applicable, try to make those 3 to 5 words some of the keyword phrases that you are trying to rank for. For example, let's say you are a Nashville wedding photographer and you've done the keyword research, which if you have no idea how to do this, I'm going to link a blog below about how to do keyword research in 2024, but do that keyword research, figure out the words that you can actually rank for. So let's say it was Nashville fine art wedding photographer, and your blog post is about how to achieve a fine art look. You would add that in your URL slug. So let's go into this particular blog post. You click edit, or if you're writing it, then you just click on the blog post. And this particular URL would automatically go to recreativecreative.com / and then some people might have blog and then / and then the URL. Mine just goes / and then the URL. So it would then be top - 7 - tips - too long. So come over here to the URL and change it. And I did it to improve - your blog SEO. Nice and easy. All right, let's go into Squarespace and see how it's done there. So if you go to your website, then you go to your pages and you go to the blog page. And I'm going to assume that you already wrote the blog and that you know how to blog. Blog content, and then click on the 3 dots, go to settings. Side note, always make sure to have an excerpt and an image. And then right here is where you're going to do the post URL. So again, 4 to 5 words. This particular person wanted their name in as a keyword phrase, so that was what that one was. Tip number 2, rewrite old blog posts. Now, some people may think this is a waste of time, but if your blog post isn't already ranking, this is a really good opportunity to go in to rewrite it and add your hot takes. Now, if you are using Show It or WordPress, you can get a Yoast SEO plugin, and the readability score is a good thing to look at because you want it to be a blog post. So readability just means when someone's reading it, is it easy for them? Ways to make it easier. Do you have photos? Do you have videos? Do you have headings, things like that? So readability will tell you, okay, there's a couple ways to make some improvements. So right here, I could use transition words, whatever. Then you look at the SEO. I've got a sad face. Womp womp. So I got to go in and, edit that. But you have some focused keywords. So maybe mine is like SEO, or maybe it's the full search engine optimization, whatever. You put those in. So this is a tool that you can use. And I've enjoyed using that for blogging purposes. As a side note, Google does like unique content. This is one of the ways that you can stand out from AI. So that being said, if you are just repeating your blog post, that may not be the best idea. So maybe quote 10% of it and then add to it. Okay, next, you've done your keyword research. Again, I'll link this blog about keyword research, but you want to add those keyword phrases multiple different places. So a couple different places that you could add it. You could add it in the title. You could add it in your headings. So you can see here, if you click on it, this is the heading 2. This is a heading 1. So add it in the headings. And then, of course, just add the keyword phrases actually in the blog post. So same with here. Add it in your excerpt. That's a great place to add it. We click on a blog post for Squarespace, and this blog, a lot more content would need to be added for it to be an SEO-friendly blog post. And when you add that content, which is copy, make sure then that you are adding in those keyword phrases. I usually like to write the post organically and then go in and say, okay, where can I just add in these phrases to make it still sound like a normal post? As a side note, Google is really smart. So if you use some synonyms, they will be able to still rank you for those keyword phrases. So that's something to think about. Next, across your website, make sure that you're compressing your videos as well as your images. So Squarespace suggests even less than 1 megabyte. I found if you compress your image to 1 megabyte, it's fine. It loads high quality and it still is fast enough that it won't like slow down your website. If you have a video, you can compress it using like a video online compressor like Veed.io. There's a ton of different ones. And you can also lazy load your the video so that there's an image. I'll show you how to do that on Squarespace. Again, this is something that you can do across your whole website, and I would definitely suggest it. So here we have a video, and it's actually the background video. So we will go into edit section, and then you can see the background. Let's try again. So edit section, you go to background, it'll show you the video that you've added. And then if you scroll down, you can have this right here, this mobile fallback image. So that's another really great little tip. If you know anything about SEO, you know that Google wants links to other blog posts. So like you're externally linking, I would just say if you're externally linking to a different like person's website, just make sure it's opening in a new tab so that your website stays up on the other tab. But they also like internal links. So you linking to other blog posts you wrote. So something more like this, I like to do read more, and then I write out the whole entire post name. Or if it's like a website page, like my services page, instead of saying go to services, write out what that service is, and you're getting more opportunities to add in that keyword phrase. Finally, tip number 7, expand your blog content length. I showed you a blog in here that was very, very short. Sometimes people have a hard time figuring out, well, what can I add? A couple different ideas is an FAQ section. You can really go crazy with that. Or just type that topic into Google, scroll down, and you'll see keywords like this, or people also search for, and that'll give you some ideas of ways to add to that post. I hope you found this helpful. Again, remember, blogging is not dead. Even now, it is something that is a great way to add those keyword phrases to your website so you have more opportunities to show Google, yep, hey, I'm still here and I am an expert in this particular field. So definitely consider it. And if you want to learn more about my SEO strategy as well as my whole strategy to designing a website in a weekend, click the link below.